Hello and welcome to my VR application. This VR application is called TTIPG Virtual Den, as it is a virtual tabletop for tabletop role-playing games. So this is my scene, it's a tavern, and up here we have a welcome billboard that teaches the new users how to interact with objects and how to move about the scene. So for interact, we would aim our ray at an object, and then press the grip button to grab the object. And to move around the floor, we would aim at the floor, press the grip button, and then press the trigger button to teleport. So over here, we have our main playing area. And we have some sets of dice and some miniature figures. So I can pick up a die, and I could roll it. And you notice it shows a number. And that number is even visible as text above it. And so I roll another one, and so there's some more text. And that text is also only visible from the front. So I can just drop a die like this, and you can see a 3, and another 3 here, but otherwise it's invisible from the back. And the way we display the correct number is we iterate through all of the faces and find out which one has the highest Y value, and then we display that value. And you notice that there's a button here, and that button says reset. So we can click that, and you notice the button drops down. And then we wait a few seconds, and all of the dice return. Next, we have these miniature figures. So I can pick up a miniature figure, and very simple, just a normal object. But you'll notice that when I pick it up, a cone appears above it. That cone just tells me where I had previously placed, or where I had picked up the object from. It also has an animation attached to it so that it bobs up and down. We have some extra objects, but they don't really have any other value. Here we have our a canvas. Move back a bit. So this canvas has some monsters and some environment objects. And so I could click on an object like this one, and it spawns on this stool below. And I can just pick it up, and you can see another cone there. And I would take this and I'd place it on like the table, and I could use it for whatever I want. Here we have another object. So this is a medium 1x1. I can click it, and that's the wrong size. Whoops. So here, a tiny half by half gives a really small object. And if I click on medium, and now that's what it says. But yep, so 1x1. And you'll notice it spawns it of different sizes, and that's the sizes corresponding to the size of a grid on the playing field over there. Next, we have environmental objects. So pretty much the same thing. I can click on an object and it'll spawn in. So I can click on this and it'll spawn in. The way this does this is these buttons have some code attached where they will look into the assets of the game and spawn an object based on whichever button is pressed.